The main idea or topic of today's lesson is the sense of hearing. Close your eyes and listen to the sounds around you. What do you hear? Sound can be really loud, like a lion's roar, or really quiet, like a whisper. Roar like a lion. Whisper quietly. Listen to find out more about today's main topic, the sense of hearing, the sounds we hear, and the body part that helps us to hear. Your ears are always taking in the sounds that come from all around, whether you are awake or asleep, talking or listening, walking or swimming. Even if you cover your ears, you will still be able to hear a sound. Try it. It's not too hard to close your eyes and make it so you can't see anything, but you can't turn your ears off. They hear sounds all the time. Listen to find out how the sounds you hear get around or through objects and into your ears. So how does sound get in your ear? Sound travels through the air in sound waves. Like waves in the ocean, sound waves move up and down as they move across space. Just like ocean waves, sound waves make noise as they move. But unlike ocean waves, sound waves are invisible. You can't see them. What are some other things that are invisible? Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Is air invisible? Are desks invisible? Is music invisible? Sound waves are all around you, zooming through the air and bouncing off or traveling through objects. Sometimes you can hear someone's voice out in the hallway even though the door is closed. That's because sound waves can actually travel right through the door or wall, just like sound waves traveled through your hands to your ears when I was talking to you. But the sounds are muffled or quieted because the waves lose strength when they pass through something. However, sound waves do not travel through everything. Sometimes they bounce off things, especially things like mountains or big buildings. Have you ever heard an echo? An echo is a sound that you hear again when sound waves bounce off of something. This photo shows a place called Echo Point in the Blue Mountains of Australia. With a good, loud shout from this cliff, the sound waves from your voice travel out and bounce off the surrounding cliffs. A second or two later, you hear your voice echo very clearly, almost as if someone else were standing on the opposite cliff and copying everything you said. Sound waves travel into your ear. They bounce off your eardrums. Your eardrums are inside your ears, and like real drums, when they get bumped by sound waves, they vibrate or move back and forth in a very small motion. When these vibrations travel inside your ear to your brain can figure out what sound made the vibrations. Your brain can also help you describe the sound by figuring out if it's loud or quiet and if it's high or low. One way to describe a sound is to tell how loud or how quiet it is. This is called volume. Another way to describe a quiet sound is to say that the sound is soft. A whisper is a soft sound. Think back to the last time you heard a fire alarm. Was it loud or was it soft? A fire alarm is supposed to be really loud so people cannot ignore it. The loud volume of the fire alarm makes you want to run away from it. If you hear a really loud noise, you might automatically use your hands to cover your ears. Your brain tells you to cover your ears in order to keep your eardrums safe from the sound waves that might damage them. Sometimes people use earplugs or earmuffs to keep really loud, damaging noises out of their ears. So protect your ears from loud noises, and unless a parent or doctor is helping you, never put anything in your ears. The only thing that should go into your ears are sound waves. What is our sense of hearing and why is it important? What was the main topic or main idea of today's lesson? How does sound travel through the air? What part of your ear vibrates or moves back and forth when the sound waves bump into it? When we talk about the volume of sound, what are we talking about? What sounds can you think of that have a loud volume? What are some quiet sounds that have a low volume? How do our ears help us? Invisible, something you can't see. Example, sound is invisible. In the read aloud you heard, unlike ocean waves, sound waves are invisible. Say the word invisible with me. Invisible. The word invisible starts with in. This is called a prefix and changes the meaning of the rest of the word. In means the opposite of or not. The rest of the word is visible. Visible means something that you can see. If the prefix in means the opposite, what does the word visible mean when you add in at the beginning? Here are some words that start with in. Listen to the rest of the word to figure out what the whole word means. Incorrect. The word correct means that something is accurate or right. So what does incorrect mean? Inappropriate. The word appropriate means something that is done correctly in a situation. For example, thanking someone for a gift is an appropriate thing to do. What would the word inappropriate mean? The prefix or beginning of some words is m. M has the same meaning as in, so it is something that is the opposite. Listen to the words to find out the meaning. Impossible. The word possible means that something can happen or be done. What does the word impossible mean then? Impolite. The word polite means that someone is using good manners. What does the word impolite mean? I'm going to say several words. If I say something that you can see, say, that's visible. If it's something you cannot see, say, that's invisible. A ball. A table. Sound waves. A car. Air. Why is the boy covering his ears when the fire engine drives by? Why is the girl cupping her hand to her ear to hear the mouse squeak? Loud and quiet are volume terms. When something is loud, it might hurt your ears. When something is quiet, it is hard to hear. Thumbs up or thumbs down. An alarm clock is quiet. A dog barking is loud. A whisper is quiet. A thunderstorm is quiet. Draw some examples of loud sounds in the column with the fire engine. Draw some examples of quiet sounds in the column with the mouse.